Over winter break, I went to London and I hope you enjoy the story. The plane ride was 6.5 hours long. We had an airplane dinner, which was surprisingly good. We got to London the next morning, surviving on 1.5 hours of airplane sleep. We got time to explore the city and went to the nearby Holland Park. I'm also in love with British architecture. After that, we took a walking tour of downtown London and got to take the Underground, or the Tube, back. After that, we did a bus tour of London's famous sights.
So when they were very young, Prince William and Prince Harry lived in Kensington Palace.
We also saw the gardens of Buckingham Palace. That day, we loaded up the buses and headed to Oxford. Oxford was an amazing place, with even more amazing architecture and history. This is a dining hall that inspired the one in Harry Potter. It can seat up to 300 people. After seeing the sights at Oxford, it was an hour drive to Windsor, where we saw Windsor Castle. The castle was built in 1086 by William the Conqueror and has been home to many monarchs. Unfortunately, you can't film or take pictures inside the castle, but I assure you, it is awesome. This morning started off with a Thames River cruise that led us to Greenwich. In Greenwich, we went to the Royal Observatory. The Prime Meridian runs right through it, hence the name Greenwich Mean Time. It's on top of a massive hill, which provides a breathtaking view of the city. After that, we went to the Tower of London, where we waited 40 minutes to see the crown jewels. You couldn't take pictures of them, but they were astonishing and definitely worth the 40-minute wait. The tower was built in 1078 by William the Conqueror, and it's amazing that it's still standing today. Our band marched in the New Year's Day parade, but I didn't get any footage. We took a train to the British Museum. Everyone had a choice of where they wanted to go that day, but I went to the British Museum because it's the home of the one and only world-famous Rosetta Stone. They also had Egyptian stone sculptures, as well as actual real-life mummies. After that, we went to King's Cross, which is home to the Harry Potter store, platform 9 3/4. There was a 15-minute wait just to get in. Then we took a double-decker bus to the hotel, and I got this cool time-lapse. We had the night to do whatever we wanted, and we went to a restaurant called Sticky Fingers, owned by Bill Wyman, the bassist for Rolling Stones. After dinner, I bought really overpriced souvenirs for my dad and brother. I also may have bought too much British candy. The next morning, we had to get up at 5 a.m. to leave London. There was a Gucci store in the airport, which I obviously had to go to. One 8-hour and 19-minute flight later, I was finally home.